This Underdog Fantasy Football Playoff edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBet. WynnBet is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBet has what you need to win. Sign up today, bet $100, get $100 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. We're also brought to you by the SGPN NFL Playoff Challenge. $500 in cash and prizes up for grabs exclusively on the SGPN app.
Hey, this is Pac-Man Jones. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Long, Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
I almost screwed up the title. This is not our fourth best ball draft, Sean. This is our fifth playoff best ball episode. So shout out to us.
Shout out to you, Ryan. And again,
why are we shouting me out?
Well, because I see you're rocking the sweet Lock Dog Tees hoodie. Always supporting the merch. We got a ton of stuff going on, including tomorrow, aka Wednesday. We will be doing 2 of our live picks shows. Looking to go live at 11 a.m. West Coast time. And
that might be 10 a.m.
Sorry. Okay. What is it?
I'm looking. All right. So we will be live sometime around 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yes.
For our first picks episode, aka the AFC play, the super wild card weekend. We need the monster truck. We need to hire someone on Fiverr to do like a monster truck.
Super wild card weekend.
And then we will be live again around 2:30 Pacific for the NFC portion, and we will have a special guest, aka an NFL player who played for one of the NFC teams.
Ooh, one of the teams in the playoffs we will have on the Playoff Picks podcast.
Love
as
that.
If you needed another reason to check out the Sports Gambling Podcast.
And it's not Sean because he was an Eagle or is an Eagle. I don't know.
I'm an Eagle at heart. I mean, come on. Half these guys on the team, I've put in more blood, sweat, and tears than half those guys. Go on, what were they doing in 1991? Were they bleeding eagle green? I love the team right now. I'm
sucking their mom's tit. That's what they were doing.
Probably getting old. Hey, you know what? Never gets old. Heading over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet, where you can bet big, win bigger, spin that parlay wheel. So much action for Super Wild Card Weekend. We're going to be using the Wynn Build Your Own Bet tool, aka a same game parlay, putting together some sweet SGPs, and of course we are SGP. And why don't you tell WynnBet you found us through Sports Gambling Podcast? We appreciate that. I know they do. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. Again, sign up today, bet $100, get $100. State restrictions apply. If you're somebody who knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Offer subject to change. Service condition. WynnBet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBet is available. Also, we're doing our own bonus contest, SGPN NFL Playoff Challenge. $500 in cash and prizes. We got $300 cash, $100 SGPN gift card, and a $100 homage gift card. Homage again, a ton of cool retro stuff. Our starter jackets. I got a sweet Eagles Grateful Dead t-shirt on the way, and you can get their gear, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/homage. Get in the app for all the contest details.
First of all, American made.
Yes, American made. They're in Ohio.
Straight out of Ohio. Shout out to Big Play. And Sean,
Yes.
How much did that contest cost to enter? I missed that portion.
Completely free, Ryan. Massive EV opportunity.
We need to start putting maybe in the corporate bylines. We put something about being the world's pioneer of infinite overlay contest opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Circa. Love the guys over there.
They had overlays, but not infinite.
It was not infinite. You actually had to pay money to get in their contests. I'm still feel so bad for that guy who had Colts in his Survivor, and to lose $2 million in the way that Texans game ended. Oh my God. Whatever weekend you had gambling, if it was not worse than that guy.
You didn't lose $2 million.
You can feel better about that. As mad as I was that Chigo Okonkwo didn't pull down that second touchdown to hit 60-1, win me $6,000. I didn't lose $2 million.
Nope, me neither.
Although I did immediately when I saw that, go, Jordan Akins 2 touchdowns. Damn it! Why wasn't I on that? That could have been me. That's a system play. A no name tight end getting 2 touchdowns in the AFC South. Why am I even on the show if I'm not going to bring that to you? Those are the again, like all greats, I constantly review the game tape, constantly criticize myself to find ways to get you guys paid big. All right, enough messing around. We are here to talk Underdog Fantasy Football, aka their playoff best ball. Joining us from the Sports Gambling Podcast, Fantasy Football Show, and SportsGamblingPodcast.com, Mr. Emerson Beery. What's up, Emerson?
Oh, just got off my bartending shift. Actually worked a morning shift. It's usually me slinging cocktails at night, but I was making lattes today instead. So,
so wait, does your bar, do they have drinks going on during the day?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We open, it's 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. So, it's brunch mimosas all the way to Grey Goose martinis at night, blue cheese stuffed olives. So we do it all over there.
Oh.
I imagine there's got to be a pretty interesting crew, like the daytime, the regulars at the daytime drinking establishment. You probably have a couple
the retired crowd.
couple regulars that come in every afternoon.
Oh yeah, I have people that I see 5-6 times a week. Every night I'm working. They're sling. Hey, I don't know where they put this stuff. If I had 12 drinks in a few hours and walk out of there, you'd have to wheelbarrow me out of there.
Yeah, especially with some of the. Well, again, if you're out there 5-6 days a week, you certainly develop a nice little tolerance. That was always my dream, was to be a date, because doing comedy at night or podcasts at night, it was always my dream of like, hey, be the daytime bartender. And I always had much shittier jobs, like working at Quiznos and mailboxes, etc. All right, enough messing around. We are going to do a live draft. These are super fun. Again, underdogfantasy.com, promo code SGPN, 100% deposit bonus up to $100. Again, these the playoff fantasy ones, they're giving away $1 million to the winner, and
$200K to the winner.
$1 million in prizes.
And by the way, this is the second one. The first one filled up maybe a little prematurely.
That's crazy.
So we're doing Gauntlet 2. All right. Does everyone have their finger on the trigger so I can stick my head in here?
I got mine on the trigger.
Emerson, it's Emerson. I'm not worried about you. That was
all right. Once I accidentally joined the mitten. I mean, my only note's Underdog. Like, come on, don't have it multiple hand related icons. Like, we can think of something
That's
else.
their theme, man.
Hands.
Yeah, the big mitten, the gauntlet. All right.
Well, they're dogs. Why not types of dogs? I like that.
I'm poking my head in, and. All right, we got 2 more spots.
Okay.
1 more spot. Phil, is everyone in?
Yep, I'm in.
All right.
Are you in, Sean?
All right.
All right. We are all holding hands, singing Kumbaya.
Some say this is the most exciting part of the show, is when we're all scrambling to get in.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so
come on.
I'm sitting at the 1-1 spot, which I don't
I got
like.
1-3.
1-3.
Where am I, Sean? I'm setting stuff up here.
You're drafting 4.
Oh, interesting. That's different. I like that.
Do I draft a non-Hurts lineup? I feel like I might need some exposure that's not Jalen Hurts.
I mean, I don't know. Sean, it might be different. It would be a different, like, people watch these shows and they just expect you to.
I might do a Josh Allen one again. Cause I'm kind of leaning Bengals to shock the world in the AFC, but I think the fact that you get Josh Allen for that extra game, it makes sense why he's the number 1 pick overall.
All right. I think the screen looks good if you're watching on YouTube.
Emerson, what are you thinking at number 3 spot? What are you looking for?
It's super tough. I'm actually surprised to see. I haven't done any drafts in the last couple of days. I'm surprised to see Christian McCaffrey ahead of Jalen Hurts now. That's interesting. I imagine that's because he was injured. Christian McCaffrey's looking really good. Man,
Yeah.
it would be. Oh well, all right. Well, that's just explained for me. I'm a Kansas City Chief fan.
Oh, there you
of
go.
course, I'm gonna take my guy here at the 1-3. After it looks like Jalen Hurts went 1-2, Josh Allen 1-1 to you.
And I'll just abide to the ADP at this point, not getting a top quarterback. So I have some plans for later. I'll just take best player available.
PPA.
Consider going Burrow with hopes to getting a quick stack there, but I don't mind doing something different here.
So Kramer takes Christian McCaffrey, then Joe Burrow goes Jamar Chase. This is great. I think this is all guys watching the stream because this draft is flying. Stephon Diggs, AJ Brown.
Oh, and it's back. It's back to me. And I. You know what? Typically, I hate to do this to you. You know what? I'll give it to you because I have another plan here. I'm going to continue with best player available. Just giving myself a floor. Give me Austin Eckler.
Hey,
Get that stack, baby.
I'm glad I get the $200K prize on this show. That's what we're going to win. It's Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. Here we go.
Ryan.
I've not seen it very often. I'm a team player. It doesn't fit with the build I'm going for right now. So you know what, Emerson? Just remember, there's a tip jar open all the times for this. You know what? Underdog's gonna investigate this line. Hey,
I know. That's what I was just getting ready to say. We're gonna have this drag flag. Gosh, start it.
So
delete this episode immediately.
Emerson gets Kelsey. Then CD Lamb goes. I'm on the clock. Back-to-back picks. What am I doing here?
Well, right. I think you obviously can't stack, but you can.
Yeah. No. I guess I could stack with Gabe Davis. That feels like a bit of a stretch.
But at this point, you're either taking best player or yeah, that's the other move. You could just start doing your Eagles thing. You gave a whole round of no Eagles.
Then I take Devonta Smith.
And now you're back on the clock for another. I think you have to at least. I mean, for you especially, Justin Jefferson becomes very interesting.
Yeah,
you believe in him. I don't believe in him. I think it's a horrible pick. But if you're
I'll take Devonta Smith and Justin Jefferson back to back. I mean,
elite,
Justin
skinny
Jefferson,
wide receivers.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson at home in a dome against the Giants.
You can't play that, and it's the Super Bowl matchup. I usually like to knock out my Super Bowl matchup in my early picks. So I'm trying to think of where I want to go here with my NFC.
That's a good idea. Although I got Josh Allen as the quarterback, so. But yeah, to your point, I get the back-to-back AFC NFC.
Oh man, I'm tough. I'm torn between a couple picks here. I am
seconds.
going to go ahead and take the man on a roll. I'm going to take Jerick McKinnon. It feels ridiculous to take him in the 3rd round. I can't believe Austin Eckler's ADP is so high. And I remember getting him in like the 8th, 9th round just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so you have, I mean, you got a KC super stack going with Kelsey, Mahomes, and Jerick McKinnon. I mean, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah, right, I have no players playing in the first week yet, mind you.
Well,
that's the other thing. You're creating a top-heavy.
I know.
You just got to get through. Oh, Brock Purdy goes 3rd round. Wow.
What?
That's wild.
I mean, I paired McCaffrey and Debo. I was thinking about taking Purdy. There goes one of my ideas.
Purdy goes, Mixon goes, Juju goes. Kramer, you're on the clock.
I mean, if you're going to give me an opportunity to continue to sweep up, you know what? Best player available. Give me T Higgins. You know I love T Higgins.
You're a big T Higgins fan.
No correlation here, but just
rightly so. Now Emerson on the clock.
You know what? I'm going to finish off. I'm going to change, but I was going to go with Brandon Ayuk. I'm going to go with Tony Pollard instead. I'm gonna build up a KC. I'm gonna maybe go with a KC Dallas stack here.
Disgusting!
Wow.
Oh, horrible!
Cut his mic off, Ryan. We don't need any more Emerson.
This cowboy promotion. See, now I have some interest. Where do I go from here?
Dalvin Cook goes.
Oh, Sean, you can now get Gabe. Wow!
Just like I planned.
Wow.
Waiting on Gabe Davis. Gonna take him there.
Wow! What a pick.
And then Miles Sanders.
Oh, this is just working out very nicely. For
Josh Allen, Miles Sanders, Devonta Smith, Justin Jefferson, Gabe Davis. So I didn't get Jalen Hurts obviously, but a nice little Buffalo Eagles Super Bowl could pay off nicely.
Oh
yeah, and you. Oh, Keenan Allen, that's who you're hoping for.
Bitch.
What were you gonna say, Emerson?
it's kind of like watching these teams get through is kind of like be watching baby sea turtles get out to open ocean, because like I think the best drafters are trying to stack so much that it's going to be really hard to advance past the first week. But the teams that you do get past the first week, the teams that you do get past that second week, they're going to be some money makers.
Guys, just listen to my running back situation: Christian McCaffrey, Austin Eckler, Saquon Barkley, fucking championship. Let's go. Oh no!
James Cook goes? Kadarius Toney goes pretty early for Toney, 5th round.
Yeah.
Isaiah McKenzie goes, who is probably next up for me if he was available.
Oh my goodness! Oh, Dallas Goedert got stolen from you, Sean.
Bastards.
All right, so I'll do an Eckler Herbert stack. I'm okay with that, and I need a quarterback.
I'm going to guarantee I get 5 players for my Super Bowl matchup here. I'm going to take Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh no!
Yes.
Were you going to take him, Ryan?
No, I'm just saying, to come on this show and not only take Tony Pollard, to take Zeke.
Zeke goes.
Someone's saying that I got Kenny Galladay in my queue. That's not true. And by the way, I showed up to the chat late, but the first message is, I'm sure Ryan is ecstatic to meet Kadarius Toney. I'd like the context there, but I mean, he's welcome to come on the show. I'd love to talk to him about his music career.
Okay. Dak Prescott goes. I'll take Dawson Knox here.
Just more correlation for you, huh?
Yeah. And then I guess I do need a second quarterback. Let's see. Do I want
even Lamar? Who's got the Lamar?
I'm gonna take Kirk Cousins. Just
a little stacky
with Justin Jefferson.
Makes sense. You could, in theory, like triple that up too. Oh, Isaiah Pacheco could have been a.
I thought I if I didn't have 3 running backs already, I might have wanted him too. But I feel like I need a little juice to get past the first round. I have 3 Chiefs players who won't be playing, so I'm going to take Chris Godwin here, just because I anticipate him to get a lot of targets this weekend. Dallas has been very stout against the run, and so I expect Tom Brady to get a lot of pass attempts, I guess is what I'm saying. So I think Godwin could have a big day.
What do you think about taking guys that are playing each other in the first round? For example, I have a Bills stack going. What do you think about also taking Tyreek Hill? Essentially, you're burning him for the first round, but then you are, I don't know, giving yourself a chance to hit a big week 1 with a bring back. What's your take on that?
I don't let that affect, it just depends. Like, I don't like to burn an early pick necessarily on a player that I feel like might not play in round. So I wouldn't spend too early, like maybe top 5 picks on players that were playing against each other. Cause I would want to have I wouldn't want to lose one of my premium picks like that. But in the back half of the draft, I do draft players just to kind of get me through that round 1 bump, because I'm usually building my Super Bowl matchup with those first 5 or 6 picks.
Yeah.
And so, I usually spent those first 5 or 6 picks, usually like over drafting some certain players. And I think right before I time out here, I am going to.
Sean was trying to distract you.
You got me on it. I'm going to take Tyreek Hill here.
Damn it.
And just my point being that, I overdrafted certain players to create a stack into my early picks, and now I want to take some really good players like a Saquon Barkley, and maybe a little bit later on in my draft to get me through. So
you're on. I
think that'll be a challenge getting through week 1.
Yeah, I just took Leonard Fournette. I needed a first round running back because I got Miles Sanders. I got 8 guys. Now do I? All right, I'm on the clock again here.
You could take Hawk. I mean that would give you a triple stat. I mean.
Who would you rather take, Hawkinson or KJ Osborne?
Oh, Hawkinson by a mile.
Yeah, especially that matchup.
By a mile.
All right.
I mean, again, he could score a shit ton of points against the Giants. You look at the lines for Justin Jefferson and Emerson. You're on the clock, and TJ Hawkinson for the. Oh no, not another Cowboy.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
That is a disgusting act.
Dalton Schultz goes Elijah Mitchell. I took Hawk and Leonard Fournette.
I mean, honestly, like I wasn't planning on doing this, but I do need a receiver, and I'll take another best player available with Tom Brady or with Mike Evans.
Yeah,
we were drafting but I also took Mike Williams. Took a little bit of a stab to stack with Herbert there. I also took Dan Jones while no one was watching.
That's unlike you, Ryan. It's funny how I get labeled the homer.
What do you mean?
Trevor Lawrence off the board. Rashad White goes. Kramer, you're back on the clock.
Yeah, obviously we're gonna give Dan Jones Isaiah Hodgins.
Got to get that
it.
stack.
And I'm gonna get I need a quarterback to play week 1 since I have Patrick Mahomes. There's always a lot to consider in these battle royale. Make sure you have a Super Bowl running back. Make sure you have a Super Bowl quarterback. So I am going to take Tom Brady.
Oh, that's a great pick.
Pass attempts.
Also, a nice, interesting bring back to all your Cowboys.
Yeah, like if Tom Brady somehow upsets the Cowboys this weekend, I'm screwed. But yeah, I'm really hoping. I'm probably like I said, I'm going to lose Tom Brady and Chris Godwin after this week, ideally. But you know what? I'm just hoping that they give me a big week 1 to get me past.
It's an interesting theory. Like play the week 1 bringbacks, like especially.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at. Does it? It guarantees you have some guys moving on. It gives you a chance to get a higher floor, but then you're also guaranteed you're eliminating some of your guys.
It's probably it's. I mean, you're going to be eliminated. I guess in theory, it's hard to play lineups with where you lose no one week 1.
Yeah.
So like strategically select. What do you last pick, Sean? Mr. Irrelevant.
Quez Watkins.
All right.
All right. So here we go. Here's my lineup. Oh, where did this? Oh, it's in the Gauntlet too. I forgot.
Yeah,
Gauntlet
new one.
Josh Allen, I got Kirk Cousins, then Miles Sanders, Leonard Fournette as running backs, Devonta Smith, Justin Jefferson, Gabe Davis, Dawson Knox, TJ Hawkinson, and Quez Watkins. So I almost kind of have 3 stacks minus the Jalen Hurts. So yeah, I feel pretty good about these couple, like basically 2.5, 3/4 stacks there. What do you got, Emerson? Rattle off your Cowboys, Bucks super team.
I have Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady as my quarterbacks. In my running backs, I have Jerick McKinnon, Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott. That's my Super Bowl matchup, Cowboys and Chiefs there. So Patrick Mahomes, got Jerick McKinnon there. And then I have Travis Kelce and Dalton Schultz as my 2 wide receivers for the matchup. And then Brandon Ayuk, Chris Godwin, and Tyreek Hill to bring me home the first couple weeks of the season.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that you got the Patty Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, that alone, I think you're pretty. I mean, you're really in a.
You mean Kelce?
Sorry, yeah, Tyreek Hill.
Old man.
Well, he did actually have Tyreek Hill, but yes, Patrick Mahomes, Kelce. The fact that you were able to pull off that stack really puts you in a good spot.
Very unique.
The only problem is the Cowboys are going to get their ass kicked on Monday night, and then this beautiful team will be destroyed. But if they pull off a miracle,
maybe Tom Brady and the Bucks play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Well, then actually
that would work too. That would work. I have a Buccaneer stack I could use for that too.
That's your backup plan. There you go. All right, I got Herbert and Dan Jones, obviously, Christian McCaffrey, Austin Eckler, Saquon Barkley. Then we got Debo, T. Higgins, Mike Williams, Mike Evans, and Isaiah Hodgins. So I got quarterback stacked with a running back and a receiver, and then I just have some other random good team players. Best play. I you know what? Not as much correlation in here, Sean. Try to a little bit. There's still some value. Like I think I still got to do a Jags. Should we do another team?
Oh yeah.
Emerson,
these things are super addictive.
I'm down.
Are you in for one more? All right, let's.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I just withdrew all my money, so I had like $25 left. I just got to load it up.
All right,
it's got a deposit again. Been there.
For almost perfect timing. Talk about a deposit bonus or whatever.
Underdogfantasy.com promo code SGPN. All right, Kramer. What do you? I would like to put together an Eagles Bengals because I think that's somewhat possible.
That's a Super Bowl matchup.
That's what I'm leaning.
Mike Robb in the chat asking if I know that it's the point of is that to not draft a team full of players that will get eliminated. Come on, dude. It's all about being contrarian. All right.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? All right. I'm gonna Sean. You weren't ready. He's not ready.
Let me know.
All right, I'm gonna poke my head in. No, we're gonna leave this one.
Okay.
We're gonna leave this one.
Abort.
There was only 2 spots left. We'll give it a second.
This is fun. This is the best part.
I'm telling you, it's like the fact that there are only 6 is like All right, I think it's time. I'm gonna try again. Are you ready, Sean?
Yes.
All right, I'm looking. I'm looking, and nope, it's not. God, all right, I'm fucking auto drafting.
Oh, dang.
All right, no, actually, I'm gonna try to draft. All right, now we're in. We're gonna go in the next one because obviously, yep, there's plenty of spots. 3 spots, 2 spots.
I'm in.
Sean, are you in?
I'm in.
6 spots, all filled.
Woo, that was close.
All right, I'm gonna legitimately try to draft 2 teams this time. And I'm going to set the screen up so everyone gets an awesome view of what we're doing.
All right. So this time, Sean, you're at 2. I am at 4. And we have Kramer at the last spot, which is fun. The 6th spot is like, the 5-6 is the toughest spot to draft in. You're kind of always faced with kind of a tough spot there. So it'll be interesting to see how you navigate it.
I like, because I honestly, I felt like the first dozen drafts I did, I was in 1 or 2 every time. And obviously that's the only way you get some of these quarterbacks, but it's also I'm drafting in the 5th spot in the other draft.
Well, you know what? I always think it's bait though. At the end, when you're at this 1-6 spot, the draft wants to bait you into taking like an AJ Brown and like Travis Kelce, but you don't have any of the quarterbacks for those players. Yeah. So it's not, you can't build a Super Bowl matchup out of it. So I always think it's an interesting spot to draft out of.
Yeah. It's like the fact that some of these stacks are just flat out unattainable.
I've gotten this. This is the second Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce stack I've been able to get.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
Ryan,
you thought that was impossible.
I did. Just like the Diggs and Allen one. All right. So, I'm up in the other. Oh, wow. They let me get Mahomes from the 5 spot in the other one. I might join you with a Kelce stack.
All right. Josh Allen first off the board.
Oh, what are you going to do,
second
Sean?
Spot. Jalen Hurts. Let's go. What, are you surprised?
No, I like it. Oh my goodness! This guy snaked Kelce from me. He knew what I was trying to do. That's almost not nice.
So Mahomes, Hurts, and Allen are off. What do you do here, Emerson?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Christian McCaffrey here. I feel like that's one team I need a little bit more exposure to. The San Francisco 49ers going into the playoffs.
Yeah, it feels like a McCaffrey, Purdy, Kittle stack is pretty obtainable, right?
Well, Sean, I don't know if you remember the early ones we did. I was able to pull off that a number of times. All right, so this
Purdy seems to have skyrocketed ADP. I think once people did the math, saw who he was playing week 1, I think obviously that really changed things in people's minds. Jamar Chase goes, Joe Burrow goes.
Yeah, give me. I haven't pulled that stack off, so went for it. So now I'll be playing a Bengals and someone team. Someone not named the Giants, maybe.
Yeah, I was able to. I remember doing way too early wild card best ball back like a month and a half, 2 months ago on Underdog, and it was I was able to get like the Bengals, like Jamar Chase in like the 6th round. It was wild. Yeah. I missed.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially when you don't know, drafting before you knew who was going to be in the playoffs. Crazy.
Sean, next year we start playoff best ball earlier. I do think that. I mean, it was crazy. Some of because Brock Purdy was in the playoffs back then, but he was going like 6 at the very end of the draft.
CeeDee Lamb, Travis Kelce off the board. AJ Brown goes right in front of me. I cannot complete the stack. I think I'm going to go a little contrarian here and take Austin Eckler. Don't mind a first running back, and yeah,
that was my other draft.
Oh, something was vibrating. Austin Eckler goes. Devonta Smith, George Kittle goes. Deebo Samuel, and I am able to pick up Devonta Smith to complete that part of the stack.
I don't love how long I have to wait to pick. That's the worst part about picking at the ends. Interesting.
Justin Jefferson goes.
Justin Jefferson is going insanely late. I get that there's like his expected games is probably pretty low. Oh, what are you guys letting me do here? What are you letting me do here?
Kramer took T. Higgins.
Ooh, that's nice.
You got T. Higgins and Chase, right?
Just give them all to me, baby.
Joe Mixon.
Bengals super team assemble.
Dak Prescott goes.
I can't believe I have to take Brock Purdy in the 4th round to guarantee I have a quarterback. Oh my god,
that is crazy.
That's wild. I don't like that at all. But I am going with my Chiefs Kansas City Super Bowl matchup
there
here.
There you go.
Okay.
Wait, Chiefs Kansas City. You mean Chiefs San Francisco?
I mean Chiefs San Francisco. Yes, that's what I meant to say.
I do appreciate Emerson's homerism. Just keeping the Chiefs in both matches.
Miles Sanders goes right before me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gifted Travis Kelce twice in the second round at just like ridiculous ADP.
Miles Sanders goes, and then I take Keenan Allen, Gabe Davis off the board. Brandon Ayuk goes.
Darn it.
And I'm going to take Justin Herbert. So I got Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Devonta Smith, Keenan Allen.
I'm worried I'm maybe putting a little too much bias on the Giants in these drafts.
Oh no.
So that is so
Juju.
Cold. I'm telling you, they're looking to do this. These people are cold-blooded.
Oh, that hurts, man. Darn
Cold-blooded.
Oh, that stings. That was like the last, like that would have been perfect. So like that would have been a really good 5 players I would have liked to roll into the Super Bowl with. Gosh darn it. Oh man. I'm gonna go with Saquon Barkley. I'm just,
You pulled the dagger out and threw it into my back. Oh no. All right. Let's think about this.
Is there a world where you only have one running back, Emerson? Is that a plus EV strategy?
I mean, I don't hate just having, one running back, but it's got to be the Super Bowl. It's got to be like, it's got to be a Kansas City running back or a, Bills running back or Christian McCaffrey. It's got to be, one of the things that I always forget, I'm so focused on stacking. And then I'm taking all these wide receivers and I look up and I don't have access to the quarterback of the stack I want, or I lost out on the running backs. And those are always the biggest things that you got to watch out for.
Singletary, Godwin, Mike Evans, Zeke Elliott, all off the board.
And that really stung losing out on Juju. I'll have to try to get over it though. I'm gonna go with Mike Williams here.
Okay. Stealing my Mike Williams. Dalvin Cook goes. We considered, but I'll have to settle for Dallas Goedert.
You've really, it's worked out nicely for you, Sean. I will say.
James Cook goes. Dawson Knox goes. Now, do I just keep reaching crazily for stacks, or do I get Isaiah Oh, you know what? Do I go Travis Etienne? I like that actually.
Etienne's a fun play. I mean, he's certainly going very late.
He's just a guy I'm gonna look to use to burn week 1, and then hope Austin Eckler and the Chargers.
If you get him week 2, it could be against the Chiefs and what could be a positive matchup.
Yeah, but I'm so deep on the Chargers. If they lose,
I see. It's a bring back.
If they lose, this lineup's fucked. Yeah,
that's a smart bring back week 1. Sean.
This guy, I should be expecting
bastard.
this now.
Emerson, we have a shirt in the merch store that says "fuck Dara." We can make a new one that says "fuck Karamazov."
God, this guy is killing me here, man.
Easy in the YouTube chat says, Sean, do you have 100% Devonta Smith? I don't even think I have him that much because I normally just get AJ Brown, but I couldn't. I missed out on the AJ Brown stack.
Man, I cannot believe I was going to take Kadarius Toney there. I was like, well, at least I got Kadarius Toney. Nope.
There's nothing worse than having it stolen from you like that. All right, so we're just gonna get really silly since Boyd made it all the way down here. We're gonna take Boyd. We're also gonna take my secondary stack with Godwin and Mike Evans, aka Tom Brady. This is an interesting team, Sean. I might be over correlated.
Josh Palmer or DeAndre Carter, Ryan? What would you suggest?
Because if Mike Evans is out, I think Palmer's.
I think Pacheco's just sitting there, but I can't take him because I already have 3 running backs, and there's just no point to it.
So you think like 4 is just not a good way to go?
Well, I already have Christian McCaffrey and McKinnon, so I just I can't even fit him in really. You know what I mean? So.
And you're hoping to only start one of them. In a probably hoping to score points from the past.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? You're really hedging your bet there. So you know what I mean? That's not really what you want to do in these. So man, he's still just sitting there though. I don't know if I can leave him there. If he's in the 9th round at this point, man. Oh.
DeAndre Carter and Josh Palmer, is that crazy?
I mean, it's correlation. Again, if you're leaning all in on the Chargers and they make it, you're just collecting all their points each week. So
this is a crazy stack I have going.
I think the onslaught is also an interesting way to, like, if you are successful, it's rare that someone's going to have the full onslaught. Like, obviously if it's successful, they'll be joining you, but I doubt there'll be too many people like correlating 5.
If the Eagles
passages.
Chargers play in the Super Bowl, you can just cut me the check now.
All right.
I was saying if the Bengals play in the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be rich because all the Bengals that I drafted like a couple months ago for this. Oh man, I got them at great value.
All right, I got a guy in the queue, so we can.
Benedict Dantold is referring to you, Ryan, as the Brandon Staley of fastball.
Why is that?
I assume that's not a compliment.
You think he's making fun of me?
I don't know. Benedict Dantold checking in saying, "Wow, Kramer, this is a special kind of stacking."
All right, I do. So I stacked Rashad White with another buck in there, and then you know what? I do need another running back. We just discussed how much Pacheco shouldn't still be on the board. So I'll give myself a third running back in Mr. Pacheco, and I didn't take playoff Lenny. He got stolen from me. I love this team, Sean. I love this team. I mean, maybe I'll regret taking taking Pacheco over Samaje Perine or Hayden Hurst and getting even more correlation in there. But how is Daniel Jones going to go undrafted?
It's a sharp group, Ryan.
What the fuck is this?
Oh no. Oh darn it! I want to look up Marcus Valdez.
Yeah,
I wanted to look up Scanling's snap percentage last game. I guess I'm just going to take him.
Yeah, I would take him.
I have to end up with one more Chief. So
the reason
he's
take
a real
him
boom bust guy
is because he's still doing a lot of the higher ADOT stuff.
Yeah, he just has not been. It's just like it's a miss every game. You know what I mean? He gets targeted way deep downfield, but he never comes up with it.
It's almost like the exact same scenario as when he was in Green Bay.
It's almost like he's not that good.
Maybe,
I feel like he hit on a couple in Green Bay. I feel like he hasn't done shit in Kansas City.
He's had a game.
He has not. It's either Mahomes misses him or he drops it. One of those two. He's had some bad drops too.
Oh, Sean, you had a chance to take Gerald Everett there. What are you doing?
Oh, I got enough. I went Eagles because I went Kenny Gainwell.
Hell of a draft, guys.
I love this team just because it's such an easy team to root for. I don't have to do any thinking. It's just Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Travis Etienne, Kenneth Gainwell, Devonta Smith, Keenan Allen, Dallas Goedert, Josh Palmer, and then God damn it, the Gauntlet too cut me off.
Yeah, it cut you off there. And shout out to Underdog. Like, I learned about this way too late in the game, but if you head into your team, like after you draft, if you head in to look at your team, if you click that the I next to your team name, you can label the draft there. So definitely been nice to look up and see when I've been drafting teams.
So DeAndre Carter, Josh Palmer, Dallas Goedert, Keenan Allen, Devonta Smith, Kenny Gainwell, Travis Etienne, Austin Eckler, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts. That's feel pretty good about the lineup. Let's click over on the exposure tab. 11 teams. All right. Who do you think is my number one exposure on?
It's got to be Dallas Goedert.
No. Whoever easy in the chat was right.
Devonta Smith?
Yes. Devonta Smith, I have 72.7%.
Oh, wow. Woo. Okay.
Jalen Hurts, 45.5. Derrick Henry, unfortunately. Right after that with Mike Williams, George Kittle, Miles Sanders, J.K. Dobbins, Tyler Boyd, and then falls off after that. But Emerson, what are your click over on your exposure tab?
Well, recap your team first, and then give us the exposure.
All right, I'll recap real quick here. What do I got? Let me click over to the Gauntlet 2 here. All right, so at my quarterbacks, I have Brock Purdy and Kirk Cousins.
Ooh.
And then for my stacks at running back, I have Christian McCaffrey and Jerick McKinnon building up a Kansas City, San Francisco Super Bowl matchup there. Got Saquon Barkley in there as well to get me through the first couple weeks. Travis Kelce once again in the second round. Mike Williams, TJ Hawkinson, Christian Kirk, and then finishing off my stack with Valdez Scantling. So, I like this draft. Kansas City and San Francisco is one of the more popular Super Bowl picks. So, I think this team would have been perfect if I would have been able to get Tony or Juju in one of those picks. But alas, that's kind of what these drafts do to you.
Like Carrasmo. All right, I got
easiest predicting Saquon as your most owned.
Oh, okay. It's not going to be Saquon.
I would predict Dan Jones.
Burrow, Brady, my quarterbacks. I got Mixon, Rashad White, Isaiah Pacheco as my running backs. I got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Tyler Boyd. Fully correlated receiving core. Sean, the exposure. I've not yet looked at this. I mean, we've probably done a handful of drafts since I've looked at this. Number one, and it's not even close, is Jerick McKinnon. I have 62.5% Jerick McKinnon right now.
I wish I had more Jerick McKinnon.
Are you listening right now? Jerick McKinnon. My next highest, Isaiah McKenzie.
Jerick McKinnon, really?
Yeah, Isaiah McKenzie, followed by Josh Allen. Like I said, I had a lot of early drafts where I was drafting 1 or 2, and I just ended up with Josh Allen a lot. Even if we go only running back, it's McKinnon, Eckler, Cook, Pacheco, McCaffrey, Etienne, then Barkley. So suck it. Quarterback, Josh Allen, Herbert, then Dan Jones, then Brock Purdy, then Joe Burrow. And unfortunately, Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes, because almost every auto draft, before I adjusted my rankings, I ended up with
a disgusting
fucking Dak in the auto draft. I do have one Lamar team, if you're wondering.
Really?
One Trevor team, one Kirk Cousins team, one Tom Brady team, one Lamar team.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, minus your Cowboys, Ryan. I mean, you should just be able to manually go in and forfeit
I've
those
done
teams.
that. I've taken them out of my rankings now, so it won't happen again. I apologize.
No need, Ryan. No need. You're the one who's drafting those gross Cowboys.
The robot is, but yes, I am responsible.
What do we got? Hey, make sure you get in on the sweet playoff contest. All the details there in the app. $500 in cash and gift cards combined up for grabs. Of course, we will be coming to you live from Las Vegas, our AFC Picks podcast and NFC Picks podcast for Super Wild Card Weekend with a special former player going to be on the afternoon show there.
Double former,
extremely former. Emerson, appreciate you calling in. Make sure you follow Emerson on Twitter at @dynasty_analyst. Check out Emerson's work over on the SGPN Fantasy Football Podcast and over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green, and he is Ryan.
Fuck that Karamazov.
Kramer, let it ride.